Hey everyone, myself Diksha from Biotechnica, and today we're going to discuss about the best way of revision for the NEET Chemistry section of the upcoming NEET examination. So here today I'll be giving you some top 10 tricks how you can revise for the NEET Chemistry subject, for the chemistry section or subject of the NEET examination, and I shall be listing 10 pointers based on that. So stay tuned with the video, and at last the video will be really helpful for you guys. Okay, so starting from the first pointer, since we are talking about the NEET Chemistry examination, we all know how much it is important for the aspirants who are preparing hard for the NEET examination to get into the top medical colleges in India. So for NEET examination, after biology, chemistry is the deciding factor that determines the score, the rank, as well as the college that you're going to get. So you have to minutely and thoroughly study chemistry. And if you are studying chemistry, you should know how exactly you can revise chemistry, because if you are not revising chemistry on time or properly, then you are subjecting to the loss of most of the concepts that you have studied, which will ultimately lead to the poor marks or low rank. So, better you study or revise chemistry such a way that it retains in your mind for longer time, that you are able to solve the questions and get a higher rank. Okay, so for that I shall be giving you some tips. So the first one is read the chapter from NCERT. So the revision strategy should start from that you are starting from the NCERT, because NCERT is the gold standard for the chemistry subject of the NEET examination. So you should always start studying from the NCERT. So if you are thinking of a revision of NEET chemistry subject, you should study that chapter from NCERT, and then you should note the important formulas on a sheet of a paper. Since chemistry is about equation, formulas, reactions, as well as interpretations, so you should equally note the formulas, reactions, everything properly from each and every chapter that you are studying. It's very important. So note down the important formula on a sheet of paper. Then refer to the reference book for the same chapter. Now you want to have some extra knowledge, or you want to solve some application based questions that are not available in the NCERT, because mostly they will have straight fact based question. Then what you can do, you can refer to a reference book which will have a good concept clarity, easy language, question standard, as well as less of the waste topics that are not important for the NEET examination. So don't go for thick standard books. Always refer to the reference book that is good for your medical preparation, because you are a medical aspirant. You're not preparing for any JEE mains or advanced examination. So there is a difference, guys. So you should refer to the reference book according to this convenience and for the same chapter. So once you have studied it from NCERT, you have jotted down the important formula on a sheet of paper, refer to the reference book for the same chapter, and note down the points that are mentioned in the reference book. Now next point that is important is understand the application of this formula. Now the formulas that you have mentioned and the formulas, as well as questions, as well as the concepts that you have studied from the reference book, you should understand the application of these formulas properly through the concepts that you have gained extra from the reference book and from the formulas that you have noted down from NCERT book. So understand the application of these formulas, because it's important to understand the application the moment the question comes tricky or diverted, or a question comes in a circle in such a way that it's not straight a fact-based question. Especially at that time, it will be required for your understanding about the application of the question, and that is only possible if you understand the application based on the formulas or the concepts that you have written from the reference book. The next point that is important is jot down information that you find in the reference book to your notes. Now you have to prepare your notes, and for preparing your notes you should note down, you should pen down the information that you have thought is extra and is important for the NEET examination. If you are studying or referring any reference book, if you are referring for any standard reference book, you should note down the extra points, but only those points that are important or that are important for your concept-based clarity or for the upcoming NEET examination, and how you can find which topic is important. It's based on the PYQ. So go to PYQ and understand the blueprint of the question, what kind of questions are repeated, what kind of chapters are repeated, and focus on those chapters and those important topic-based questions, and then jot down the information into your notes so that you are gaining extra information that will be helpful for you to understand the concept when the examination occurs and when you are sitting and solving the questions during the examination. Now, the next point that is important is sixth one. Highlight important formulas, reaction structure. Now, chemistry deals with physical chemistry, organic chemistry, as well as inorganic chemistry. So, for physical chemistry as well as inorganic chemistry, you should know about all the formulas, all the reactions that are occurring, all the mechanisms, how the mechanisms are there, and also about the important names. Annotations are very important names, their formulas, everything is very important. Okay, now the structure is very important, especially if you are referring to the organic section. All the structures, their IUPAC name, their common name, the reactions, how they are formed, what are the conversion reactions, substitution reactions, what are the steric hindrance, what are the types of reactions occurring, everything you should highlight the important concepts, because some of the synthesis reactions, some of the reactions that happens in the laboratory that has been mentioned in the organic section of the chemistry book for 11th and 12th are very much important for the NEET point of view. Questions are mostly asked from them. So based on the PYQ analysis, you can highlight those important formulas, reactions, or structure where you can later refer and revise quickly. The seventh point of revision is that you should start solving questions from the practice series. Now you have studied the chapter from NCERT, you have taken reference from reference book, you have noted down all the important formulas, you have searched for the application of those formulas, you have noted the information and the important concepts, you have highlighted everything that is important. Now you have to start practicing the questions, and for the revision it's equally important to practice the question as important it is to learn throughout the concept. So it's important for you to now start solving the question, and now it can be from the practice series. You can get the practice series from the coaching center, you can get the practice series from any book, you can solve mock series, you can solve mock series online, whatever is convenient for you, do that, because solving question will ultimately help you boosting your score. So now you have completed one phase of revision, and the next phase of revision implies practicing the question, solving the equations. The 8th point that is important is study NCERT fingertips. Now, studying NCERT fingertips simply suggests that you have to understand the important concepts, important formulas, and important questions being extracted from each and every topic that are mentioned in the NCERT syllabus. If you are able to solve all the questions of the NCERT fingertips, they have extracted the maximum question that can be taken out from each line of NCERT. So it will be helpful for you to understand and establish your basics in chemistry, and also for your further reference to the standard books where you are solving numericals or NEET questions or even JEE questions, even if you are solving chemistry questions you are solving. So this will be serving as a basic foundation for you to solve even high questions or tough questions or difficult questions. So for you it's better that you start from NCERT fingertips if you want to practice. So once you are done your revision for the basic books, reference book, made the notes, then come to NCERT fingertips and solve all the questions, practice all the questions, give the mock series. And the last point that is very much important for you in order to revise is practicing the previous year question. 10-year previous year question is most important for you to revise. So make sure you revise 10-year question of the previous NEET examination that have occurred till now, and see the distribution blueprint, marks distribution questions asked, amount of topics that have been distributed, and the questions that are asked from each one of them. Analyze all this and then practice, practice, practice. This is the only thing that is important at the end of your revision. Now, since we have taught about since I taught about many of the points, and we talked about a lot regarding how to revise for NEET chemistry, it's important for you to know about some books also, which will be helpful for you for your reference as well as revision. And those books what I'm mentioning here is Physical Chemistry by O.P. Tandon. First is Physical Chemistry by O.P. Tandon. ABC of Chemistry for Class 11-12 by Modern. This is a basic reference book you can refer. It will be quite tough initially, but later you can you can refer to some concepts. It's given really well here. Concise and Organic Chemistry by J.D. Lee. It's also a very famous book. Dinesh Chemistry Guide. This is as a whole chemistry guide which you can literally follow for your preparation. Then for the practicing you can refer to these three books. Practice books by V.K. Jaiswal for inorganic, M.S. Chauhan for organic, and N. Awasthi for physical. So this is for the practicing, and you can literally buy these three books based on the inorganic, organic or physical what you want to prepare, and then please practice from these books, and I'm sure that you will be able to solve most of the questions that are being asked in the NEET examination. So here I mentioned about 10 tips and 10 one second, yeah. Here I mentioned about some top 10 tips how you can which can aid your revision, or you can boost to your revision during your NEET preparation time, during the time you are preparing for the NEET examination for the subject chemistry. If you have any doubt, please mention in the comment box below, and anything you have to tell me, please mention there. I will be enthusiastic to help you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have liked this video.